All right. Welcome to another episode of Better Than Yesterday. I am Skip Jennings.
I'm Coach KJ.
Yes, you are.
I am. You better recognize.
I do recognize.
Oh, you about to really recognize soon.
Why? What we about to do?
Boy, when I put you through these workouts.
I know. What workouts you going to put me through? What do you think you're going to put me through?
You be sweating for Jesus.
Oh. Wait a minute. Before we get into the workouts, let's catch up. How you, boy? How you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Fantastic?
Yeah, bring them all together. I'm doing great, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of work, a lot of due diligent work that I've been put through to help build my online business.
Like what? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing. I'm writing right now, getting ready for getting my lead pages together and my giveaway, and help people help themselves and work on dudes and their workouts and their mindsets, and get them to sign up and come follow me and make things happen. You know,
the last time we talked, you were hiring a coach. I almost said rent a coach.
Whoa.
You almost rent a coach. Okay, tell me how's the coaching going?
It's going well. Yeah. I mean, this is homework that he's given me, and he's like on me, so it's perfect. It's perfect. It's what I need. I'm very good at following instructions and staying on it.
Yes, you are. You are.
I am.
I watch you. You do really, because Kenyatta be all up in you.
Man. You know I gotta be out of here.
You better be out of here by then.
Easy now.
I know. She listens to the podcast faithfully. I'll be in trouble.
But let me tell you, I pick my battles too.
Hey now, back in the day, can I mention his name? I think I can.
Go ahead. We don't care.
Do you remember that show Cosby?
Yeah.
Remember they were talking about husbands and wives and what you do when your wife tell you something, you about to have an argument, you throw your hands up.
No, you gotta go back like this. You go, hey. We have that.
Oh yeah.
We go over that. Yeah, we do that all the time.
I love it.
Okay.
I love that.
So,
sweet.
What's up with you? What's been going on?
I'm on a cleanse. Wait a minute. Why you give me that face?
Well, first of all, we've done how many podcasts, and I don't know how many times you said I'm on the cleanse.
You so right.
You still cleansing from the last one.
You are so right. Well, no. Okay, here's what happened. We are just right off of Thanksgiving. You know we lose our mind at Thanksgiving.
I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Lies. People. Yes, he does. Anyway, so here's the purpose of the cleanse, is to bring it back to center. Even if you're off just a little tiny bit or you're eating, we need to cleanse out the impurities that we have from like water and from eating. Just even vegetables have its own toxins. Cleansing is really good for the body. I will do a cleanse. Now, he's just kidding, but I do little tiny cleanses here and there, maybe 1 day, a 2 day cleanse. This is a big 15-day cleanse, and I only do it twice a year. So I'm on the big one.
Okay.
I'm on the big one. So I'm good, though. I'm a little irritable. I'm not drinking any caffeine. No caffeine. No caffeine. And I am like, I need to have stock in Starbucks. My coffee, triple venti, 3-pump white mocha soy, no whip.
Why now? Why soy?
Because I really don't like I never like the taste of regular milk. And regular milk, you don't want to be around me if I'm drinking regular milk. Trust me, you don't want to be around me while I'm drinking regular milk.
Why not almond? Or
I don't like the heaviness of almond. I don't like the taste of hemp. I like soy. That's the only really form of soy I eat. I don't eat a lot of processed soy. But soy milk is good. I love it. I like it.
Now, why don't you make your own coffee?
Because... Really? Anyway.
You don't know exactly what you get.
Here's what I love. I love actually going to Starbucks and ordering my coffee. I love it. I love that. That's like a ritual for me, and do it on the app. And I curved it down when I was coming off the caffeine. I did it to twice a week, then to once a week, and then now no coffee or no caffeine. When I finish the cleanse, I'll go back to green tea lattes. I don't have time to make a green tea latte.
Okay.
Starbucks, get that green tea latte on.
Man.
Kabush.
Okay.
Kabush
is right on that one.
Well, today we are talking about healing and recovery for your life. Healing and recovery for your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch you in the gym working really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I work really, really hard. But the whole thing about doing what we do, we got to find ways to recover and to revitalize our system and to bring us back to balance. That's why I'm doing the cleanse.
Right.
Bring us back to balance.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about it. What's funny about, I learned a lot about recovery when... I've always learned and know, and as a trainer you do, and you tell clients what to do, but you really don't follow yourself.
Yeah.
And when I went through that show process last year, I would go as hard as I can for as many days as I could. I get to that 8th, 9th, 10th day, and it's like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll take 1 to 2 days off.
Yeah.
I'll do myofascial work. I'll do a lot of...
it's just break that down for them. What is myofascial work? What is that?
Myofascial is just breaking up all that scar tissue and build up in the muscles that over time we just pound and pound and pound the muscles, and we need to release it and let the blood flow in that area better.
And the inflammation is caused from the myofascia getting hard and crusty.
Yeah.
It's like this. If you have a sponge, and you take the sponge, you use the sponge, throw it in the corner for a week, go back and feel that sponge, smell that sponge.
Oh, it's awful.
Nasty. That's what the myo webbing does when we don't roll it out.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Yeah. But, before we get into our thing, we got a caller on the phone.
Oh.
One of our friends from Equinox, Casey Bacher is in the house, you guys. Casey, say hello.
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 How you be?
Hey there. How are you guys? I'm great.
We're doing good. Hey, we are, guys, if you don't know about Casey, she's a fabulous yoga instructor, Pilates Fusion. She teaches cycle. She teaches all over the South Bay. And she's a brilliant instructor. And I asked her, I said, in the back end of my yoga class, I said, we're doing a podcast today. I need you to call in. She says, okay. And that's the loving energy that Casey has. But you haven't seen Casey lately. She's all rock taped up in the shoulder. Like I can be rocked up too. Rocked up tape. If you don't know what rock tape is, it's a healing therapy tape where you can tape the muscles where they don't overwork or be overused. And so taping up is a common practice for athletes and yogis apparently, and people who are going through shows and all that. But why do you have the tape on today? Why are you wearing tape? Why are you all rock tape up?
Well, I guess as both of you fine gentlemen know, teaching and doing this professionally, it takes a toll on your body. Continual same movements day after day. As much as we love it, we tend to get overuse issues, and so I kind of had this overuse of my elbow and a little bit of yoga, a little bit of gym work, and a little bit of life, actually. So was creating some inflammation in my elbow, and I ignored it for a while, which is why we need to give our body some time to recover and rest. And I kept ignoring it for so long that it made its way up, down into my forearm, and then radiated up into my tricep, and now into my shoulder. So yeah, Skip got to see me in yoga today, doing forearm planks instead of high plank, and doing dolphin instead of down dog. So I couldn't get on the elbow, but just trying to take a little time to stay off of it and give it a little rest while still keeping my sanity, because I think one of the things, we know that we need to rest, but, our bodies, but part of what we do and when we work out and the physical fitness that we do is not just for our bodies, but for our minds. And so when your body is broken down and you're not able to use it, you're losing that aspect of the mental aspect of why you do what you do. Sometimes in your workouts, it's also for the mental healing that comes from the endorphins, the movement, and such. So, trying to find any way that I can to still be able to rest while not resting at my mind. Even if it's over the summer, I had a fractured foot, so I spent the summer in a boot, and so instead of focusing, on the downside of, oh no, I can't run now, oh no, I can't do down dog now. I think it's really, if you can flip the script a little bit and say, I may not be able to do these things, but what can I do?
Yeah.
And change your attitude. So I took the boot off and headed upstairs to the pool at 𝐂𝐿𝐻, and I spent the summer swimming. But one thing
we gotta let our members know and let our listeners know, you are a competitive runner, and you ran and you got some money. You got money for running.
I've been running. It actually was my entry into love of physical fitness, love of competition, love of just group sports, and yeah, I've been racing since I was a kid, and yes, I've won some prize money, and at one point in my life, I haven't checked the stats now, I had the fastest mile time for my age group in Southern California. But that was a while ago. I'm sure I can beat
that
by
was
now.
gentle.
Yeah, so it's I've been plagued with injuries from overuse because it is what I love, and it's such a mental clearing for me too. I've had 2 back surgeries, 2 hip surgeries. I have an artificial disc in my low back. I've had a broken foot, so I spent some time recovering.
Oh my goodness. So let me ask you something, Casey. Now, when you get prepared for like runs or even doing yoga, like what is your training methods, especially for let's use running? Your training methods getting prepared for running, as well as your recovery getting prepared, because that's just as important as your training as you're getting ready for a race. So, like, give us a run through, like, how would that look for you?
Well, it's mapped out in a way that I'm not just doing the same thing every day. I mean, as people come to me all the time, they're like, how do you run so fast? Not that I'm that fast right now, but I can be. And I tell people that exact thing. It's a training process. You don't just go out and run the same, strand run from your house to the Hermosa Pier and back every day. That's not going to get you faster. You take classes like even precision running, where you're working on speed, and then we have a day of speed work, we have a day of hills, you have a day of distance, and then you have tempo runs. There are different program type of runs that kind of are all part of the equation to get you prepared, to be the best you can be on race day. And then, of course, within those days are also recovery days where you do nothing, or let your body or cross train, so that as you you both know in this industry, part of the process is the recovery. It's letting your muscles regenerate and heal, and that's how you're going to reap the benefits of it, along with your nutrition and your diet and what you're feeding and fueling your body with along the way.
Okay. And that's why we're doing this show, because we have a lot of our listeners and clients and members, and especially at Equinox, where all 3 of us work, we teach classes. We have taught them how to beat their bodies up big time. Mm-hmm. And then after the class, Casey, do you experience this too? When you're done the meat of the class, do they walk out of your room without doing the stretch?
Oh, of course. Yes.
And that's like part of the culture, which we. So how do you get? I can't even speak today. My mother's an English teacher, and I'm like, she's
gonna beat you with a wooden paddle.
When I go home for Christmas, I will not let her listen to this podcast.
You tell her I'll beat her for you. I'll beat you up too.
Stop it. How do you get people to stay without like putting a lasso around their heads and saying stay? How do you get people to stay in your class?
I don't know if I have fully been able to get people to say you will just have those personalities that just are always on the go. And but I think a good guilt trip always works. About
you are a mother, right? You're a mother. Here's the guilt trip.
Absolutely, I'm 3.
A mother of 3.
Like exactly what I said. You're not going to reap the benefits of this unless you stretch and rest afterwards. And you just keep beating your body up. 1, you're going to end up with injuries, and 2, you're not going to see that growth and that change because you're not allowing your body to heal. Yeah.
Will you let my podcast brother know how important yoga is?
Kenny, you have not been to hot chocolate with us?
Hot chocolate yoga, that's what they call my yoga. Hot chocolate yoga. That's our you should see his face right now, people. Don't hate. Don't hate.
Man.
Don't hate. You got to appreciate.
But you know what? What's funny, Casey, is he runs from me on the floor. And the thing is, he only sees the strength training part. He doesn't see the dynamic warm-ups and things I do to get prepared. I'm about as mobile as they come, and I'm way heavier than him, and I can get after.
Okay, well, I'm going to put him through a workout.
I feel some sort of like bet or competition.
Wait, we're going to fire this up on Casey.
Skip in Kenny's hands, and then we'll put Kenny in Skip's hands.
Well, that's what we're doing.
And I get to be the judge.
Okay.
I get to be the judge of who fared best on the other person.
Here's what we're going to do. When we launch our Facebook page, or not Facebook page, an Instagram page, Better Than Yesterday Instagram, which is coming your way, we're going to be posting videos, and he's going to take me through his strength training. I'm going to take him through my yoga workout and see who is still standing. Casey, thank you so much for calling in. You are just amazing, and I love you.
Thank you.
You're so
much.
good.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll see you around the club, sis.
Absolutely. Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. I love her. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I'm going to beat you up with some yoga.
You think you are.
Tell me about your recovery days. What does a recovery day look like for you?
Actually just trying to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you having trouble sleeping?
I'm not having trouble. My mind is going.
Yeah.
I have a lot going on in my head,
Yeah.
and once I realized that I needed glasses,
right,
I'm reading that much more.
And those
I'm
glasses
doing that
look good
much
on you,
more.
man.
Thank you.
They look really good on you. Wow. I just thought they were show. You know what we used to do back in the day.
Right. No.
The smart
clear.
Look. Yeah, the smart look.
No, I
had glasses once, I had no legs.
And now you can't see anything.
I can't see anything. I can't see a thing.
And those thick glasses, boy.
Boy.
You can see people on the map waving at you.
Let me tell you, I be in the front of my classes. I be going, "Hey, boo!" Don't know what you is. Exactly. I'm like, "Hey, boo!"
I'm not paying attention, but I see you.
I see you. I see the frame of you. I see the frame of you. I think you, Patty. I hope so. I think you, Casey.
But no, I try to rest. I try to shut it down. I just try to breathe. If I do go to the gym, I will spend an hour just rolling out. I'll start from the feet and go all the way up to the neck.
Wow.
And I'll go all the way in. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I have the hypersphere. Have you seen that ball that vibrates? Yeah. That's my joint,
man. I'm about to get the bootleg Theragun.
The tap. I call it the tap.
Oh no, you gotta get. There's a Tim Tam. There's the Theragun, and then you got some people that you can literally get a bootleg, and it's a lot stronger, and a lot better.
Okay, so how much is bootleg? Because the Theragun is about $400-$500.
Theragun's like $600.
Yeah,
$600-$700. The Tim Tam is about, I want to say like $300 or $400, but. You go online and do it yourself. You can actually go get a jigsaw saw, and you file down the blades, drill a hole in the. I've watched it. Oh, I know.
Go gadget on me, yo.
But you think
MacGyver it.
It only has so much power. Yeah. You get the jigsaw. It has so much more power because it's got to saw through wood. It's got to saw through iron. So
don't do this at home, please. Warning: do not do this at home. We get on Facebook, people be hitting us up, going, "I lost an arm."
Oh, there go my finger.
Oh my God! Don't do this at home, y'all.
But I realized one of the most important areas to really take care of are your feet. Mm-hmm. People avoid the feet. Take your shoes off. Get a little crossbar.
Feet can be nasty, though,
dude. You hear the crunching.
I love feet. I'm a yogi. I go walk around the gym with no shoes on.
Oh, I ain't got no toenail polish on either.
No. I didn't have time to get my manicure pedicure this week.
Thank God.
Oh, stop it.
Don't be hating.
Don't be hating. I like my toenail polish. See, I teach yoga, and I want my toes to be nice.
You's a showman.
I am definitely a showman.
Not you are a showman. You's a showman.
I love it. I love it.
Now, what do you do? What is your downtime?
My downtime really, seriously, I am an insomniac. I've been an insomniac for, experience. I don't claim that. I'm going to change that around. I experience insomnia.
Okay.
And I have for, I would say, the last probably 20 years. Here's, it's a little bit different for me. I will wake up, go to the bathroom, and can't go back to sleep. Mm-hmm. And my mind is racing, so I'll do some meditation or I'll turn on a little music or whatever, and I'll nod off, go back to sleep. But the good thing that I'm always blessed, thank God, I can make it through the morning and afternoon. I'm good. Around 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm looking for a nap.
I see that shift too.
I'm looking for
I've seen you both times.
Nap. Yeah. I'm good in the morning. I keep going, boom, 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 and I know around 3 o'clock, 4. That's why I don't like teaching in the evening. I used to teach every evening. So I actually stopped teaching on Thursday evening now. I stopped teaching on a Wednesday evening. And on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm doing something spiritual. I'm either going to 𝐂𝐸 or I'm going to a meeting I go to on Thursday nights to keep my recovery on and do my stuff. And so I am focusing now on Wednesday and Thursday night as being a spiritual night for me. Mm-hmm. And that has helped.
You hear those thumps. That's him processing it on the table.
Boom, boom, boom. But when things helping, no caffeine. And on this cleanse is no caffeine.
Yeah.
So it's a little harder to get started in the morning, but it is so worthwhile. So the last few days, I've been still kind of waking up about 4:30 because I have a 6 o'clock client anyway. So my clock is there. Mm-hmm. 4:30, even if I can sleep in, I don't. Mm-hmm. Because 6:30, we have a 6 or 6:30 client. You gotta be up to.
You gotta be wide awake.
And you gotta commute. Yeah. Someone asked me today, "What are you doing in downtime?" I said, "Commute." That's what I do.
You know what I would. And I like to consider this recovery because I was just talking to someone about this. Mm-hmm. Is we wear shoes all day long, and we were just talking about the feet.
Yeah.
When you're in your car, take your shoes and your socks off. Put on some flip-flops or some shoes that you can drive in. Let your feet breathe. You don't know how much energy that brings back up to your heart.
Absolutely.
How you feel. You're spreading the toes. You're able to relax. We're crunched up in our socks and our shoes all day long.
If I don't have anything to do but going to a yoga class or I'm teaching yoga, I wear flip-flops. Flip-flops. Yes. Did you ever get into Vibrams? You know what the 5-finger shoes, the Vibrams, the 5-finger shoes?
I did for a while.
Yeah.
I like them. I'm not in love with them. I think they were overly pushed, but in a dynamic where, okay, we're going to run in these. We're going to work on your run pattern. But you know what? Man didn't run on pavement either. He didn't run on concrete. So you need shoes. However, if you're in the grass, if you're just trying to do basic movements, whatever, not CrossFit, not hardcore classes like ours.
But lifting.
but lifting
You
basically.
can do it. You can feel the foundation of the floor. And the best way to run is on the beach. You know that, right?
Yeah.
The best way to do sand running and less injury.
Yeah.
But it's hard, man.
Oh, yeah. The hips. But you do build balance in your calves and your tibialis because a lot of people don't have that balance. They're like, oh, my shins hurt. My shins hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, because you don't use them.
And then after you run on the sand, go run in the water.
Yeah.
That's like 360-degree weight room right there. You got to run through water.
I tell you what, the best clients that I've been able to gain, and this is one of the reasons why I thought about teaching spin. Getting spin people. I love spin people. Why? Because they all have super tight hips. They can't squat worth a damn. You know I'm telling the truth. See, you go from... But you go from spin to yoga. But those people that are spin junkies, I grab them, start working on their hips, their TL, their FML, and I get them going. They're able to squat again.
So we are recording this on December 1st. Remember this, y'all. Coach KJ said he wants to teach spinning. I'm going to get him in the spin room.
Damn it. I said it out loud.
You did. You did. You said it out loud. You said it out loud.
You know, I actually, a trainer asked me, so Donna, she said...
and Donna's going to call in. Donna's going to call in our next show. We're going to have Donna Garcia online, and she's no joke. And she's funny.
Yeah.
So what she said.
We were talking about teaching classes. I said, you want to gain clients, teach spin, because you can fix them after spin.
Yeah.
You can't fix them after doing HIIT class because they come for that HIIT class. But spin, they just do spin.
Donna was in my class today. She was in my spin class today. Kicks it up a notch.
Yeah.
Kicks it up a notch. But also thinking about this in that space of recovery and balance and is there a certain food that you would eat on a day of rest day as opposed to a day where we are focused, we're commuting from gym to client, boom, boom, we're getting it where we're getting it. Although I have my six-pack,
yeah,
boom,
they're great.
I make my lunch and boom, boom, stick it in there, especially on this cleanse time for 15 days, you got to bring your lunch. But is there a food that you like to eat on your recovery days?
There's not a food I like to eat on my recovery days because I'm not doing as much movement. I try to cut back on as many carbs or as much, as many calories on those days because I am trying to lean out a little bit. So I don't try to do as much, try to keep it super clean, only drink water, trying to recover as much as possible because people always think, that's another thing about recovery, water. We always say, well, I think I'm a little dehydrated, but I drank water today. No, it's not what you drink today. Yeah. Today is covering for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We need you to do the last 3 days to catch up to today.
How many ounces of water are you drinking?
I drink about a gallon a day. Yeah. I have one of those big 64-ounce thermoses. Yeah. Finished the first half by the first early part of the day. Finished the second one by the evening.
It's good stuff, man. It's really, really good stuff.
You know what has helped me too is I started drinking
water. I'm thirsty. Right now, I got to drink.
I started drinking a lot more of sparkling water. It kind of cuts that, drink water.
It gives you something else. Do you have the sparkling machine? You have this.
I have
machine?
one of those.
Do you have one at home?
Yeah.
I want a sparkling machine.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, Christmas coming.
Either that or just go ahead and splurge and get that Pellegrino. I'm not Santa Claus, so I don't know why you're talking to me.
Pellegrino is rich-ass water.
Not if you go to Smart and Final, baby.
Right, I know, right. Smart Final is it. Smart Final is it. Recovery days are not just like days you take off from work. What about days you take off from your everyday routine? Like, do you what? What's a recovery? What would be the absolute getaway day for you?
To live in LA and to have such sunny days, sometimes I will make a call if I have I won't say a full day, if I have kind of a full day. Some days I will say, listen, the day before, you guys, love you, but I need to take a mental. I won't lie to them. I won't run from it.
I love that.
I will say, Kenny needs a mental. Coach KJ needs a mental so he can bring it back to you. Because I'm not with you today.
So we're just staying out of the club.
Out of the club. I won't go to the gym. I will not go to the private gym I train out of.
Yeah.
One of the things I love doing, I love driving. I have love-hate. I hate traffic. Love driving.
I don't like driving.
Roll the windows down. If it's cold, I roll the windows down, turn the heat on. Best balance ever.
You so bougie.
I know.
Y'all have convertibles and you drive with the heat on with the convertibles. I love that. So bougie.
I will hit Sunset. And I'll drive from Sunset all the way down to the beach. I'll park at the beach. I'll hang out over at Will Rogers. Pass my old high school. Hang out over there for a little while. Breathe. Walk.
What school you went to?
I went to Palisades High School.
No! You in Palisades?
Yeah, man. I'm a dolphin. I'm a dolphin.
Yeah, the Dolphins, I was about to say, Dolphins ain't really tough. The Fighting Dolphins. Okay. Hey, the Fighting Dolphins. So that sounds like a beautiful day, man.
Yeah, that's a recovery day for me. Just a mental recovery.
Yeah.
And we're talking about recovery. We're talking about all recovery.
We're talking all recovery.
Heal
recovery
that body,
for your life.
heal that mind, too.
Exactly.
Because, sometimes I'm ready to snatch a jaw out of somebody's mouth. What?
Shake a member. Excuse me, I got to go before I just shake you.
Now, when you shut down, do you shut down, or what do you do?
My favorite thing, my absolute favorite thing is on Sundays when I get to do it. If I'm not going to my spiritual community, I'm not going to Agape, I love to go to the farmer's market. That is like a real getaway for me. That's like, and I will come here. This sounds so, I love it though. I will close up all the shades. I will get naked. I will turn, well, not naked, but I'm taking off my street clothes. I'm under my covers and I'm watching Netflix. Or I'm watching all my DVR that I've been taping that I don't have time to watch. Yeah. But Netflix, I love Netflix. I love just finding stuff. And I'll find stuff I've never heard of. And I'll binge it. I'll binge it for like... Dude, you know what I did for Thanksgiving Day? I really kind of stayed at home. And I ate at home. And then I went to the movies on that evening, but throughout the day, I watch Spike Lee, She's Gotta Have It.
Okay, you were
I watched it all the way through, all 10 episodes. It was so funny. It was so good. I'm going to save that for next week's show when we talk about sexuality. Okay. And we're going to be with Donna on that show. She's going to call in. We're going to talk about sexuality and all the stuff that's going on, the craziness. But She's Gotta Have It is... Have you seen it yet on Netflix? I haven't seen it yet, no. But you saw the movie, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, Spike Joy is the... But let's save that for next... Okay. But I love watching Netflix, or I love binging. Give me a good show, and that's for me is like I get to get away. Yeah. Or I'm a movie head. Mm-hmm. This past Thanksgiving, I went to see Murder on Orient Express. Okay. It was good. Okay. It was good. I didn't. I'm like, okay, it was good. It wasn't. It was borderline great. Okay. It was borderline great. So I love the movies. I love, getting away and just getting out of my head. And that takes me out of my head. Right. So I don't have to think. I just need to be, and it's a distraction. I'm very aware of it. Mm-hmm. And distractions are good. Yeah. Distractions are really good.
Well, I was going to say, you know what? I think for me, being able to cancel clients and take that time off, mm-hmm. is also a control thing. It helps me to be in control of my life, my schedule. Like, these people are coming to me because they need me. Yeah. Not me needing them. I'm providing the service for them. Right. And having that control, say, hey, I need you to move this way. Mm-hmm. And not just move whenever you feel like it. It's that control. You're like, you know what? I'm going to be okay. Yeah. And being able to have that is so rewarding. It's like, ooh, Ooh.
Well, it's just like when you are on the plane and the flight attendant, they make that announcement. It's like, if this thing go down, make sure you put on your air mask first.
Right. That's
and then
right.
help somebody else.
That's right.
Because if you can't be helping nobody, if you out of oxygen.
Right.
And we give so much.
Yeah.
And some days it feels like we're out of oxygen.
Yeah.
You hit that wall.
You hit a wall hard, and then you're still trying to go when you hit that wall, and you're just not moving. You're just scratching up against it. You're just looking like a baby. Like, why is it not moving?
Do you get to take days off from your wife?
I get to take hours off from my wife.
Like, so, you don't get a chance to go away like boys' weekend to Vegas.
That's not me.
Okay.
But I do enjoy Saturday after I'm done training.
Yeah.
Because I teach class. I have a very impacted day. It starts super early, ends around 12, 1 o'clock. And it's so concentrated. I'm like, I just need to breathe. Yeah. So I just drive. I just go and I drive. I take my shoes off. I even have one little crossbar that I keep, and I roll my left foot while I'm driving gas.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah,
I don't have that much coordination. I can't roll. I'll be like thinking, what am I?
You looking down, crashing into people.
Where am I? Am I pushing that pedal here? Am I rolling? No. Won't even try that one.
But yeah, no, I get a few hours on Saturday, and what I like to do is take my time before I go to the gym, get my workout in, then I'll steam, and I always try to steam and shower after I work out instead of feeling like I'm in a rush. Get home, gotta go here, gotta go there. So that's my downtime from the wifey.
For your downtime from so I love that, and Kenyatta, we love you, and I think everybody needs to have a little downtime from their partner, and it just makes for a better relationship. I truly believe. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week. Give our listeners 5 things they can do to recover.
5 things you can do to recover.
Then I'll give them my 5. You do your 5.
I would say get a lacrosse ball and go on YouTube. That's 1.
Okay.
Get a lacrosse ball, start there, and go on YouTube.
And what are they going to do with the lacrosse ball?
Well, I say just you research, you look up on YouTube how to roll out what the myofascial release.
Okay.
Look to see what's bothering you the most. Is it your back? Is it your hips? Is it this? And it's so much on YouTube. It gets so specific. You got YouTube everywhere. Come on. Stop ducking it. It's like and that's when you know you're older when you say, do you remember the name of this? And then
go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
But because if you're talking to someone that's older, we're still trying to figure it out. And instead of just pulling out your phone and looking it up.
Well, I always like I will be with my best friend Bill, and he'll go, what did that person do on this show? And I'll pick up my phone. Yeah. Thank God for the Google.
Yeah, thank God for Google.
We were at dinner the other day, and it was like, he was asking me about someone we met, and I was like, yeah, he was a comedian. I'm going, okay, let's look him up.
Yeah, exactly. Kabush. Let's get kabush, get right to it.
Okay, that's 1. So myofascia.
Myofascia. 2, I would say work on waking up a little bit earlier.
I can't wake up earlier than 4:30.
Well, we're not talking about you. Okay. You special because you're a little off. I would say work on waking up just a little earlier and spend at least 3 to 5 minutes just breathing. However you want to call it, meditating, you want to call it praying, you want to call it just downtime, you want to call it wake up for downtime. I don't know. Give it a title. Give it something. Say, this is my moment. This is my moment of glory to get me going for my glorious day. You know, whatever it takes to get you in that mode. That is. I think that's very important because we're always in a rush. You wake up in a rush. Work on not waking up in a rush. Work on, they have new apps where you can work on your sleeping pattern and waking up. And working on getting up at the same time every day, even if you have nothing to do that day. Getting up. I think that's getting the mindset in a relaxed and very sharpened state
Mm-hmm.
is just as important as recovery as to shutting down after.
Okay. Good.
And I would say I really don't have 5. I would say the third thing is start doing some staycations. We don't have to wait till November, whatever, of next year to go on our honeymoon / love boat trip to Bermuda Triangle.
Although that's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, I get you.
Find a spot. Discover the city that you're in. Discover the place that you're in. We're so caught in our own cubicles of life. You're not seeing what's out there. Like if you live in LA, there's so many pockets to go in LA.
Yeah.
If you're in Seattle, there's so many places to go around Seattle. Just find little staycations, breathe, get out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have 5, but that's a strong 3. And don't forget to take your lacrosse ball with you to all those places.
Oh my God. You and this lacrosse ball.
Hey, man, that's my best friend.
Okay. I love it. I love it.
They're cheap and easy.
Cheap and easy. I know cheap and easy. I dated cheap and easy.
I don't know how you mad because you bad and bougie.
I know, right? Cheap and easy, bad and bougie.
Yeah, exactly. Now, how about yourself? 3, 5, 10?
I can give you about 25. But I won't do it. We be here because we're about to shut down this podcast right here. This I know. I'll stick to the 5. Number 1, first thing you got to do is just simply breathe.
Yes.
It's just number 1. The more we can breathe, and it's not just breathing, it's how you breathe. So taking deep breaths, and you can even count it. Maybe you count up to 5 or 10 or whatever. Hold the breath at the top and then exhale real slow. What happens is it taps into our parasympathetic nervous system. And our sympathetic nervous system is where we are in fight or flight. What we want to be in is rest and digest, and that's our parasympathetic nervous system. So breathing deep actually activates our nervous system of relax, rest, and digest. So breathing is key. Number 2, recovery that you gotta do is, we already mentioned this, you gotta drink water. Water should be, and I know I'm a coffee holic, and I'm like, now I'm releasing the coffee for a reason. I'll probably go back to green tea, but the main source of hydration should be water. It has to be water. And water brings that, it flushes out your kidneys, it flushes out all the impurities in your body temple. You gotta get the water on. Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know what? I always tell clients when they talk about water drinking, I say, don't you use water to clean the outside of your body?
Exactly.
Well, but you put everything else to flush the inside.
Getting stuff, yeah.
So, anyway.
I was just drinking some water while you were talking there. It was good.
Going for number 4.
Number 3.
Oh, my bad. Number 68.
Go ahead. Number 3, you got to do some yoga.
Do we?
Yes.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good today. But listen, here's a story about yoga. Yoga is the healer of the healer of the healers. Now, not every yoga class is right. Not every yoga class is going to be the healing yoga class, but yoga does a thing. It gives you the invitation to slow down, to get out of your day. Some of us would be in that place of going down the 405, about to run somebody down. Yoga gives us the invitation to slow down and be present. You want to be really super mindful of what you're doing. So yoga is key. Number 4, it's what I'm doing right now. Cleansing the body. Cleanse it. And cleansing the body means you don't have to do...
I'm looking for that boo button.
Don't be looking at the time. I'm telling about 5. I'll give about 5 in. We might go over to that. I'll give about 5 in.
I was looking for that boo. That boo.
The boo. Okay. Where's the boo here? Booing crowd. Really? Okay, I'll give it to myself. All right. So he booed me. There you go. A cleanse. And a cleanse can be from anywhere of just taking time off from eating what you normally eat in your normal diet, like taking a meatless Monday is a cleanse. You're cleansing from actually having the body to digest food. A fast day, maybe it's one day that you just don't eat until the evening, until the sun. You don't eat from sunrise to sunset. Or doing what I'm doing is a 15-day cleanse that you have your shake and you take your aminos and you take your electrolytes and you have a cleansing element to use and you shake it up and you eat all vegan food. Or there might just be a way you go get your colon therapy, which is a colonic. Right. And I love colonics. I love it. That doesn't even sound right, but I love the get.
Hey, you said it out loud, so it's out there now.
And
it's a kabush, all right.
It's such a kabush.
You're like, whoop.
Push. But that just gets stuff that's been, stuff that's been in our colon for over 5 years that don't move. And people have come out of colonics, and this is not a weight loss remedy, but they have dropped 2 to 10 pounds just by cleaning it out. So a series of colonics is great. And then the last one, I think, for recovery is just shifting from that run mode to that relaxation mode is getting out to nature. Mm-hmm. Taking a walk in a park, going to the beach. And if you live in Chicago, there's a park in Chicago. If you live in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where my family's from, there are parks there. There's a beach there. Get out of your regular life and get into nature. Nature is a soothing source of relaxation. Even when it's cold, I know some of y'all going, you don't understand, you live in Southern California, it's cold in New York. Yeah, but getting outside in the cold air in Central Park, this is good. Breathe in the air.
It's stimulating. So that's your 3 and my 5. Kabush. Kabush. This has been really good. I learned a lot from you. You're smart. I'm all right.
You're smart. You're all right. You're smart.
Mama didn't raise. Mama said, don't ride on the turnip truck. She said, drive the turnip truck.
No, you didn't, big mama. Oh my God, that's awesome. Where can we find you, bro?
𝐂𝐻𝐿.com.
Oh, you dropped the .com first.
I did. Actually, it's being redone. So
I love
it's going to be pretty.
I love it.
And Coach KJ knows on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Coach
KJ.
Coach KJ. Coach KJ.
How about you, Skipper?
Who gave you that name, Coach KJ, anyway?
You know what? It came from working with a lot of kids, especially when I lived in Atlanta, and working with a lot of people through more than just training. It became you just coach me through everything. I love you, Coach KJ. And I've always been Coach KJ, so it's just thrown in the coach part.
I want to be Coach SJ.
Nah, I ain't the same. just stick to Skip.
You can find me at skipjennings.com. Whatever, hater. You can catch me at skipjennings.com. I'm on Facebook as Skip Jennings, Transformational Coach. On Instagram, of course, Skip Jennings. Twitter, Skip Jennings. I've got all my handles, Skip Jennings.
I see
Joe.
that. You know what? We're gonna call it. We're gonna get an Instagram page. We're gonna call it Skipperade. So instead of lemonade, Skipperade.
Whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna get you back, Coach KJ. Skipperade.
Anyway, y'all, you can hear us. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes for Better Than Yesterday podcast.
Get down with the program.
And make sure you like us on our Facebook page, Better Than Yesterday podcast Facebook page. We got so much we got planned to do for them, so you guys need to stay tuned, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
oh yeah. All right, say goodbye, Coach KJ.
Goodbye, Coach KJ.